Well, a good day. It is Monday morning in my world. Late Monday morning. I did not get off to a very quick start today. Yeah. I have a big week ahead. Not as big as some of the weeks I've had recently, but it's a big week in that once I take care of all the little things I need to do this week, I will be ready for the solstice and the new year. So I'm very excited about that. For me, I celebrate the new year with the solstice, with the winter solstice. As soon as the days start getting longer, I consider that the new year. I don't wait till January 1st. So this week is really me preparing to go into the new year relaxed and calm and gathered. So I thought today, since I have a lot to do, I would share my cracker snack. Because this is something, or some variation of this, that I have eaten so many times in my videos, and people always ask details about it. So I thought today I would just take a little walk through of how I go about preparing this and all the different variations on this basic snack you can do to get some food in you quickly. So for the base of the snack, I use these Wasa crackers. They come in different types. I don't always buy light rye. Sometimes I buy sourdough rye. Sometimes I buy multigrain rye. But this one is whole grain rye flour and salt. That's it. I prefer the brand Wasa, but there's another brand here in Canada called Ryvita that I'll buy if these aren't available. And then depending on where you are in the world, you'll have different brands available of basically the same thing. And I'm sure you can get rye, wheat, whatever you prefer, whole grain. So they're just like a crispy flatbread cracker. And they're not great all on their own, but they're a great shelf for tasty food and flavor. So that is the base of this. Then I put something spreadable on it with flavor. So I'll either use hummus or some sort of spreadable cheesy substance, whatever you prefer. This is, I've been eating this brand a lot, the Spread'em Kitchens. It's a fermented cashew, not fermented. It's a cultured cashew spread. This one is jalapeno and lemon. And so I just spread something on the crackers, whether it's cheesy or cheese, whatever you prefer, or hummus, or I don't know, you could put baba ganoush, I don't know, whatever you like. So cracker, spreadable substance. Then I put on slices of tofu. So I prefer smoked tofu, and this is the brand I find most commonly available in Canada. In my travels to the US, I have found smoked tofu really hard to find, and I've heard it's hard to find in other parts of Canada. I do commonly find baked tofu down there, although it's a little different. And sometimes when there's tofu shortages, smoked tofu is really hard to find. So I just get extra firm tofu, and I just put 2 slices on the cracker. So then from there is where it gets fun. Sometimes I'll put slices of vegetable, avocado, tomato, whatever you want. Sometimes I'll put some greens. Usually I'll put the greens under the tofu and then the tofu can hold them on, but whatever. If I'm using regular tofu and not smoked tofu, I put spices right on the tofu because it really doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own. And my favorite are cumin, marjoram, or coriander. Or what I'll sprinkle on. But today I'm using this balsamic glaze to drizzle on top to add some flavor. And then that's basically it. And you could mix and match however you like. If you don't like tofu, in the past I would put fish fillets when I ate fish, and basically just whatever. So it's cracker snack, spreadable substance, filler substance, garnish, and flavoring, and that's it. It's really simple. They're really quick and easy to make. None of the ingredients require refrigeration. Like, I don't refrigerate this tofu, especially this time of year. It's fine for a few days out of the refrigerator. I also don't refrigerate this. I don't have a refrigerator, so I don't refrigerate anything. But it's great road trip snack. Great just like on the go, however, just quick and easy. So yeah. So there you have it. I put a little coriander on and then topped it with a Kalamata olive. This is a Cabernet Merlot balsamic glaze, and it's so good with the Kalamata olives. Yeah, it's gonna be a great day. I don't know what I'm getting up to the rest of today. So I don't know if you remember, but a few weeks ago I was on Salt Spring Island hanging out with my friend Flossie, and I put in an isolator to safely charge this back battery to run my heater without it affecting the front battery after having all those power issues and draining both batteries. I thought that was a good idea, but turns out I did not do it right, which is why when I showed my installation, I put warnings saying, do not do what I do not copy, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's true, I didn't know what I was doing. I just did the best I could, and I have very limited knowledge of electrical systems. So when I hooked it up, the light came on, but it never really charged the battery. And so I've been using the battery and then having Troy recharge it for me, which is fine. He doesn't mind, but it's not something I want to depend on. I want to get this sorted out itself, so that I can charge when I'm driving and have lots of heat and not have to worry about it. So when we were off on the weekend together last week, he had a look at it and pointed out something that might be the issue. So I think he's totally right, and I'm about to deal with that. Oh yeah, and this has to do with the heater. I still have to install it, but you'll hear about that soon. Okay, so this is what I've done wrong. So when I hooked up the isolator, I have the positive to the house battery, the positive from the car battery, and then I grounded this by taping it to this wire that's grounded to the frame. But if you look at this battery, here I have the heater positive, the heater negative. This battery is not grounded. That's an issue. So I'm going to put this big one back to the battery and then figure out how to ground the isolator. And then in theory, everything will work. Okay, so when my dad first installed this, he put a washer between these, and I have since dropped and lost them. So maybe we'll add those later. Maybe we'll just see if this lasts for a while. Okay, so now this battery is grounded again. Okay, the light is on. The isolator is hooked up. 13? It's never read 13. It read 11.3 before I started this. Oh my God. I think I did it. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, this is a really good feeling. I think it's finally hooked up right. It only took me like 2 months. My dad did this amazing job on the install, and then I've been trying to get it to work right. Although I haven't been trying super hard, but wow. I think it's actually charging. Okay, amazing. On to the next thing. So after fixing the wiring situation on my house battery, I mounted the controller for the diesel heater because it had just been like loose around, and sometimes it would bump things on roads and turn on and then kill the battery, which just wasn't very efficient. And I know that using a ratchet is not like the best hammer, but like I couldn't find my hammer, so I just made that work. It's mounted on the wall now. And it has a thermostat built in, so it can like tell the temperature of the room and then kind of regulate the heat based on that. And considering it had been like in my food crate and just like smashed into places and covered and stuff, and still managed to do a pretty good job, I think where it is on the wall now is going to be even better and out of the way, and I won't have to go rummaging for it and won't actually turn on. So that's awesome. I did some driving around to test my fix. And my battery has more and more power in it every time I drive, so that's great. Finally, I have charge coming from the front while I drive, so that's great. And someday I'll upgrade the whole system and I'll put a new high output alternator in and a better wire for that and a lithium battery and all those things, and I'll be able to charge my computer and have power to work and film and stuff like that. But for now I have a steady power source for heat, which is very important. I've gotten used to it pretty quick, and I know that Frank really likes it, especially getting older, so that's awesome. In my driving around, I went up to a lake to take a walk around there to film the Q&A that came out a couple days before this, because I pretty much took the weekend off. I need to get it done to get a video up the day I'm filming this, which is the day that came out. Anyways, I am about to go to acupuncture for my 3rd time. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not going to check in after because I want to edit 2 to 3 videos tonight, which is pretty unfortunate after acupuncture, instead of just relaxing and looking after myself to go work. But that's what I've signed up for, and I'm okay with that. I am halfway through Vlogmas right now, and I think that was the hardest part. I think the second half will be easier because I won't be as busy in the rest of my life, and I won't have as much stressful things to deal with. So I expect that the next less than 2 weeks of filming Vlogmas and editing to go a little easier and for me to have a little more energy. So if I work really hard tonight, I can take tomorrow off, and I work extra hard tonight, I can also take Wednesday off of editing and just film tomorrow and Wednesday, which would be really nice. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for, I don't remember what I did. What did I do before fixing the wiring? I guess I'll find out when I'm editing. Anyways, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I really appreciate you watching, and I get a cute clip of Frank to send you off on your way. If I don't have a new one, it will be an old fan favorite I'll put on the end there, because there's some really good ones I feel like are worth being seen more than once. So anyways, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.